What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and in today's video we have another easy and fast shiny hunting exploit location for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and we're going to be able to get a ton of shiny Pokemon in this brand new location. And of course, guys, you're new to the channel, enjoy these types of videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, I really appreciate it. To begin, our location is going to be at the trail here, and I'm actually going to be starting off right at the Ground Blight Shrine, and our goal is to get over to this marker right here. So from the shrine, which you can get this fast travel location just by visiting, which is at the bottom, you're going to climb up this mountain, so you will need the ability to climb with your ride Pokemon. Now, there's actually a bunch of Pokemon that spawn up on this hill, and we are exactly where we want to be. The Pokemon are all going to be spawning right over here, which is going to be our main shiny hunting location, but we're going to be wanting to stand right here. The reason being, we get a nice bird's eye view of this area. We can see a lot of different spawns just from chilling here, and you see a ton of different Pokemon spawning in, and there's a lot of different types that we can exploit to get a lot of easy shiny Pokemon by just doing a picnic reset on this rock. So now we're ready to begin our hunt, but of course always save your game first thing just in case you make a mistake, and then we're going to set up our picnic here. And the first Pokemon we're going to showcase is going to be Shiny Heracross, because Shiny Heracross is definitely one of my favorite Pokemon. I'm a big fan of Heracross, and we're going to be hunting this with not a bug sandwich because there's too many bug Pokemon to spawn in the area, but we're going to be hunting it with a fighting type sandwich. I'm using 1 cucumber and 4 pickles. They're going to use a double sour here. Of course, different recipes will work out for you as well to get the same results. There we go. We got Sparkling Tidal Encounter level 3 for fighting, and we're ready to start this hunt for Heracross. So we're going to get from about 10 to 15 spawns in this area. If you wait to let them all come in, though, they'll eventually pop in. And then if you don't see a pink Heracross, which is going to be very obvious that is a shiny or not, you just hit that picnic reset, and we'll just keep on trying until we get one. Of course, there is a male and female difference to the shiny Heracrosses or Heracross in general with the horn shape. So you may want to go for both genders if you're trying to do this, but 30 minutes should be enough to get at least 1 or maybe even 2 shinies if you're lucky. At the very end of our sandwich, we finally got our shiny Heracross. I mean, luckily it's a very obvious shiny with that pink, and we got a girl too, so that's pretty cool. And there we go, shiny Heracross, an absolute beauty of a shiny Pokemon, and I'm very happy to have these. Of course, these Pokemon are going to be a little bit high level, so you know, I recommend bringing a False Swiper like Gallade or Breloom to try to like put them to sleep, paralyze them, and then knock them down to 1 HP, or just get lucky with a quick ball like I did right here. And next up is a ground type sandwich, because there is a really cool new Pokemon we can hunt here, which is the Toedscool and Toedscool line, which is really awesome and pretty cool shinies. I really like them a lot, so it'll be a fun hunt to do. And there we go. We got ground level 3 on everything, and we're ready to start this shiny hunt. And this is going to be a hunt that is going to be in cluster spawns, so there's going to be always be 1 Toedscool in the group. You may need to readjust a little bit just for the spawns on this one. I found this one to be a little bit trickier than some of the individual spawns. But sometimes you get 3 to the left, sometimes you get 2 to the left, 1 to the right, or 2 to the right, 1 to the left. It really depends on the exact positioning. And there we go, Shiny Toedscool. This guy will run away from you, so you want to be a little bit careful with interacting with him. You would probably want to make a save just in case he was about to run away, but luckily didn't run away here. And of course, you can get the evolve form as a shiny as well, so it's going to be a little bit harder, but at level 53, you can pretty much evolve it right away. It would be good to go. And that's another shiny hunt done. Next up is going to be an electric type sandwich, and with an electric type sandwich, we can hunt for a shiny Raichu. Unfortunately, not Pichu or Pikachu spawn here, so if you really want a shiny Raichu, though, this will be probably one of the best places in the game outside of Area 0 to do it. There we go, level 3 for all electric, and we're ready to go. And Raichu is not a group spawn, so they'll just slowly flood in. We'll get about 15 spawns. The shiny for Raichu is honestly pretty easy to tell, so you don't really need to zoom in and look at them. And next up, we're going to be doing a normal type sandwich to hunt for the fall Deerling. This is definitely going to be the best place to hunt for the fall version of Deerling and Sawsbuck. If you're trying to go for the full form set, I recommend this spot for sure. And there we go. We got all 3 for normal types, and the Deerlings will be spawning in. It's going to be another cluster group. And the thing with Deerling is it's going to have a pink flower on its head to be the shiny. So that's kind of you're going to be able to tell. And if you look at the Sawsbuck, you can tell if it's shiny by having like pink outlines around like its skin. So just keep an eye on that. It could be a little bit hard of a hunt to do. And for our next hunt, we're going to go for a steel type sandwich to get the most obvious steel type Pokemon that spawns in this area normally. And that is going to be for a shiny Forretress. Fortunately, we cannot get a Pineco here, which is really depressing, but hey, Forretress is still a awesome looking shiny. Level 3 for all 3 steel things, and the Forretress will be coming in. This will be very similar to like how the Heracross hunt goes, where you're going to easily get all 15 to spawn in. Shiny Forretress is very obvious to tell. You're going to be looking for a golden bug here. So that's 2 really awesome bug types that you can easily get from this location, which is definitely one of the reasons why I think this is one of the best locations in the entire game to shiny hunt right now. Now for our next hunt, we're going to go for a ghost type sandwich. And with the ghost type sandwich, we can get the Bramble line, which is really cool. There we go. We got level 3 for all ghosts. And we're going to see our tumbleweeds coming up here. And there we go. We got Brambleghast, the final form here, not Bramblin. So that's pretty decent. If you don't want to get the first form, there's going to be a pretty good spot to do it. The shiny is pretty obvious. They won't actually roll off, even though it looks like they're going to roll off. They're not going to, so just keep in mind. And now for another hunt, we're going to be making a rock type sandwich, and we're going to be using a jalapeno and then 2 salties. And with this, we're going to be able to hunt for a shiny Sudowoodo, which is a pretty obvious shiny. It has like the red instead of the green. And there we go. We got level 3 in all of them. And we're going to get some Sudowoodos running around. To be fair, Sudowoodos will run away from you. So if you do see the shiny on this guy, I actually highly recommend that you make a save before. And they'll eventually pop in slowly. But if they're popping in a little bit slow like they are right here, feel free just to do the picnic and just keep doing it. Like I said, very easy shiny. But when you do see the shiny, highly recommend saving, just because this one will run away from you and you don't want to have a shiny fail on this beauty. And next up, we're going to be using a flying type sandwich, and we're going to be able to hunt for Murkrow. To note, Murkrow is a Pokemon that you will have to hunt during the nighttime, so I recommend doing this at the beginning of your night cycle. There we go, level 3 for flying. And we're going to get some clusters coming up for Murkrow. So we're going to get Murkrows with the HUNTS spawning in. These shinies are very easy to tell. They are going to be pink shinies, so you don't need to zoom in or anything. And eventually you'll get yourself a shiny Murkrow and HUNTS. But be careful, because you will have to be at nighttime for this hunt. And once again, the cluster spawns are a little bit sketchy in this area. So sometimes you only get 1, sometimes you'll get 2 or 3, sometimes you gotta walk around a little bit. There we go, we got level 3 for all 3 poison, and we're ready to do this hunt. And with the poison type sandwich, you can easily hunt for shiny Foongus and Amoongus in cluster spawns in Pokemon Violet. However, if you are playing Pokemon Scarlet like I am, this hunt isn't as great, but you do have another Pokemon that does spawn up here, and that is gonna be a cluster spawn of Stunky with Stunk Tank. And that shiny is going to be red. So if you see a red one of those, that's how you know you did it. But you'll still get a Amoongus, as we got one all the way over there. So for Scarlet, this isn't the best spot for either of these Pokemon, but it is an option for sure. And lastly, if you were to do a dark type sandwich during the day, you would get Masbostifs, but in Pokemon Scarlet, you would also get the Stunkies to spawn up here as well. But for Violet, you can easily hunt a Masbostif too. And that is all the shiny hunts that you can do over in this area in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Hope this video was helpful and informative. If you thought it was, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.